Well, today we're beginning to recognise the signs of the times. We're coming into autumn and late October, and yeah, we're beginning to have to reckon on the fact that winter's coming in. I don't know if you can see, but this is that is a deer. That is a fallow deer, straight across there, and straight across towards the electric fence. Marvellous, that's exactly what we don't want. I've just been fixing that back up again. It is rutting season, and funny things are happening all around us, and I imagine I might be having to fix the electric fence again shortly. But look here, look at this tree, look at this holly. This holly is trying to tell us there's a winter coming, and it's trying to make provision. These are the signs of the times. Well, it looks pretty obvious what's been happening here. There's the oak tree, and underneath it you've got a fall of acorns. And it looks around here as if I've walked across it, but it looks as if the deer have been here on the acorns. They've chewed up this patch of grass where the acorns have fallen. They've been eating them up because they know the winter's coming. They've read the signs of the times, and they're looking for a bit of protein that they can get out of the acorns just under the tree. See, disappears going on up there. Yep, they know how to read the signs of the times, and they've been doing pretty well at it. Now, there's a bit in the New Testament where Jesus and his disciples have been in the temple looking at all that's going on there, and Jesus has been teaching about the coming kingdom of God, and he's already been preaching that a fair bit round about Palestine. He's now up in Jerusalem, where the temple was, and they go out and they sit on the Mount of Olives, and the disciples come to him quietly and say, look, tell us what's going on. We're finding it difficult reading the signs of the times. You know, we're fisher boys, we know about reading the seasons, but this is different for us. What, you know, we're talking about reading the signs of the times here, Jesus. What does this mean? You've come, we know you've been telling us the kingdom of God is here. It doesn't look like it yet, but you're telling us it's here. What's going on? And Jesus says, watch out you don't get deceived. All sorts of bad things will happen along the way. In this world you'll see wars and rumours of wars. You'll see believers like you, people like you yourselves, you will be persecuted for your faith and even put to death. And then you'll see acts of blasphemy in your world that make you think, what on earth is going on? How can this be? That we're seeing the signs of God's kingdom coming. Maybe we look around us sometimes and we think, what on earth is going on here? This sounds like there's terrible things happening in our time and in our generation. And, you know, is this it? Is this the end of it all? When Jesus comes, he says, it'll be like lightning stretching from one side of the sky to the other, and you will see it very plainly and very clearly. You won't know when it's coming, but you'll know that these things that you're looking at right now are the precursors, are the things that must come first. And then he goes on and he says, the important thing, when you see those signs of it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, you won't know it is right there until it really actually comes, right? But those are the signs, those are the things that confirm it is time to be ready. You might want to say to me, hang on a minute, you know, you expect me to believe there's this Jesus and he's coming again and he's told us all about it. I want to say, well, yeah, actually, hang on a second, think about it. There is this Jesus, he did come the first time, he did tell us all about it in advance in his book, the Bible, and when he came, he fulfilled all those, 300 odd prophecies from the Old Testament times about the time of his coming, and it happened just like he said it would. So the odds are pretty well stacked that if he says he's coming again, he probably means it. And more than that, if he says that what we're looking at now is the signs to get ready for him coming again, perhaps we also ought to take that seriously. So you say, how do I take it seriously? How do I get this sorted out? Well, if there's been a rebellious city and the king is coming to take up his kingship again, what's the wise thing for the citizen to do, knowing he's coming and knowing he's going to prevail? What's the right thing to do? The sensible thing to do is to get on side with him. And that's what Jesus is looking for. And that's the sort of thing he's saying to his disciples when he met them out on the Mount of Olives that day, after they'd been up the temple looking at a system that was coming apart, falling apart, crumbling, on its way out.